an XSplit right now. Where are we at? Where are we at with this?
Oh, there we go.
See, all right. So I think I've realized what happens here. Whenever we start up and there's no sound, I mute the sound sources and then I unmute them, and then they're back all of a sudden.
Weird.
Yeah.
Good
Good
thing
shit.
you're a nice paying customer, right?
Yeah,
They'll fix these problems when they get to it.
yeah, exactly. The good shit at XSplit. Well, at least I have a quick fix for it at least. But other than that, anyway, how's everybody doing?
Pretty good, I guess. I mean, not much really happened in the King of Fighters world, and I've been doing a lot of stuff just over the Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah,
A
Thanksgiving.
lot of places.
Did you have any good dinners?
Yeah, I've had multiple.
Multiple, huh?
Yeah.
Lucky bastard. I only had two, and one of them wasn't even that good, and it wasn't the one I had yesterday.
Okay. I thought I wanted clarification.
Yeah, last night's was bomb. Shout outs to Chris Segula. Dude needs to open up a restaurant. I actually told him that, and he said he was planning on doing it with his friends, and they were gonna do like an arcade on some shit or something like that. But it was gonna be like esports style, where they have like a caster's booth in it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? Commentate somebody while they're eating?
Hell yes, I would do it.
Oh, man. He's going in on the side dishes. Don't fill up on the dinner rolls now. That's what scrubs do. Make sure you don't have anything cold. Your stomach will shrink. You'll never finish a meal that way.
Exactly, and there's so much more to come.
That's what they say, right? Oh, finish your plate. Don't drop the combo.
Well, we gotta watch freaking like hot dog eating contests to really see how they do that.
Those guys don't even eat food. They just ingest it. It's
Unforgiving.
Pretty soon, the next strategy is going to be like they're going to blend the hot dogs and just inject it via syringe.
How much liquid hot dog can you take to the face? It's gonna be a chugging contest. How about you, Sanchez? How was your Thanksgiving?
It was full of shitty ham.
Shitty. That's
Which I
like
think we can all agree is like
Not
the worst
ham?
thing on earth.
it has to be because that's a Christmas dinner kind of thing.
No, people have ham on Thanksgiving. It's just when it's shitty, no one should have it.
Oh man, that sucks.
I got some good ham.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually have some right now because I went to my grandparents' house today and they had leftovers still. So
Yo, Gam with the leftovers.
yeah,
If my grandma didn't live in Reno, I'd probably be over there getting fat too. Oh, that potato salad. That's the one thing I haven't had this year. Is
it's
potato
not
salad.
that far. It's like what 4 or 5 hours.
I drive it all into Reno for potato salad, as good as it is.
Obviously, you are not Hawaiian.
I'm not Hawaiian.
They have like potato salad with like everything they eat over there.
I know. Oh, I thought it was macaroni salad.
It's macaroni salad, dude.
Well, I eat potato salad.
Are you Hawaiian?
No. They always call me like, "Hey, are you like Samoan or Hawaiian?" I'm like, no, I'm just Mexican and Japanese. So somewhere in the middle is Hawaii. It just kind of looks that way.
I guess you kind of are Hawaiian, by mixtures of genes.
To be fair, my favorite, what's it called? My favorite fruit is pineapple, and I love eating spam. So those are 2 strikes already against me.
Who doesn't love eating spam?
Apparently, all my
Communists?
friends.
Communists. Well, as you may have noticed already, our friend Gibby is no longer with us today. No, he didn't die.
Ow.
Yeah. That was like the worst way to say it.
It just kept coming. I was like, fuck, how do I get off this train?
Don't pull the Laban now.
Now, Gibby's PC is in labor, so he's trying to, get that thing fixed up, and hopefully he'll join us as the cast goes on. Or he'll just text me things to feed to you guys.
Yeah.
But I think we'll do okay without him, right? All we gotta do is like a recap and then talk some shit about fighting games.
Honestly, I feel like this show is gonna end short, just because there's really nothing to talk about except like one thing.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that too. Like this was being the Thanksgiving week. A lot of the stuff was, I guess, postponed or foregone. I don't know what that does for everybody's Rambat season or anything. Well, but I think ours is over.
Yeah.
Damn well better be.
Yeah, after yesterday. We suck. No, I had a good time yesterday. But as many people know, yesterday was Southtown Arcade's last and final day of operation and Rambat. So, pretty fitting that it would go out with KOF, considering it more or less got started with KOF.
Yeah.
Somber day for everyone. I got drunk. And, yeah. I didn't cry, though. I promised myself I wouldn't cry, so that's a moral victory for me. And Walkman, you showed up, halfway through it and got on the mic a little bit. And honestly, I wish you would have stayed on the mic because I felt like, you should, whenever you're there, you should be like, the one guy that everybody else has to work with.
Honestly, like, when I'm on the mic with most people, though, like, it's really easy. Like, especially with you, like, it's so much easier to, like, crack jokes and commentate.
Yeah.
Because it's just more natural to me because I'm always talking to you guys.
Yeah, exactly. And so... yeah, we got a little bit of time together, but not as much as we probably wanted.
Yeah.
But it was still, overall, it was a pretty good tournament. We had one of the bigger turnouts that we've had all season, because this whole season's been, like, labored, just, like, maybe, like, 7 or 8 people showing up, if even that. And unfortunately, season-wise, this is still, like, the third Rambat, which means we have, like, 2 more to go? Maybe 3 more to go, I think. I think we do 6.
Something like that.
And so I don't know where we're going to be for the next 3. There was some talk about going to Starbase Arcade in San Rafael, but I heard that was off the table.
I heard that the next Rambat will probably be there, but after that, it's a toss-up.
Okay.
But after that, to be fair, is like Christmas and then SCR, so it's probably just going to be postponed for like a month or 2.
That'd be fine, actually, because a lot of us were talking about the whole local tournament structure thing, and we think it's a lot of fun to do, but when it becomes a frequent thing, then it becomes it becomes work almost. We're like, because going to tournaments aren't really that fun in comparison to like having casuals and whatnot,
Yeah, casuals on a more frequent thing would be better.
Yeah. So I'll actually talk a little bit more about that later, because I actually got a lot of good information about that from various people within the scene. And of course, on Saturday this weekend, we tried to run our oh great, now Walkman has died.
Well, we hardly knew him.
Who is assassinating my co-host? I bet it's some SoCal guy. Anyway, but yeah, we tried to run a GGPO tournament on Saturday, and it did not go off as planned because GGPO was bombarded with traffic, I assume. People had differing theories about what happened, but we just couldn't get anybody to connect, like to players and stuff, so people couldn't play their matches. Problem with the call on his side. Yeah. So, yeah, that kind of sucked. We are going to try to do it again next month, if anybody is even up to it, or people will be up to it and whatnot, and we'll figure something out. If it's just like the 4 of us playing random games like we originally planned, then that's fine too. But we wanted to do something for the fans and viewers to interact with us over. Oh shit, Gibby's back. And yeah, there we have it with that. And we just ended up playing casuals of 98 and Garo, and we streamed it. It was still fun when we got actual matches done, but yeah.
Connections aren't necessarily the greatest between all regions.
No. Oh, it wasn't even just that though. Like, we couldn't even like get started with a match. It would be like stuck at the connecting screen, and we did the cross challenges and everything, and sometimes those would work, and
it's just difficult. GGPO's. It's more of a not like an interface kind of thing, just a netcode kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think I think at the current stage, it's not being worked on anymore. I know that.
It's more like a proof of concept.
Yeah, and now it's being sold to people, so they're making it work. But yeah. Still, anybody who watched it last week, I'm glad you guys tuned in for it. And anybody who watched yesterday's Rambat, I'm glad you tuned in for it, and hope you enjoyed watching us as much as we enjoyed showing up to play. But yeah, the future's unclear. Whoa!
You guys hear me?
There he is.
Yes.
The most
Hell yeah.
SNK man in the universe.
All right. So, are we live right now? Sorry.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Okay. Yeah, I had to go get a computer from the sewer that has Windows Vista on it,
Oh,
and
good shit.
when I texted you,
Mhm.
that's when I got this computer. It just turned on 2 minutes ago.
Wow.
So like it powered up, but it was booting up forever, and yeah,
But it works, right?
yeah, it seems to be working so far. It's not going to die on me like my other computer. I hope.
Yes, rest in peace, Town Bible Thump.
See, I still don't get Bible Thump. Damn it! I had someone explained Bible Thump to me. I'm like, oh, okay, I kind of get it, and then I'm like,
I kind of wonder how many people actually get like like icons. Like, do they just use them for different reasons than what they originally intended you to use for? Like, you know,
I mean,
I don't get any of them. Like,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. The only one I get is Resident Sleeper because I know the story behind that.
I don't even know what the hell that is.
Yeah.
Somebody type Resident Sleeper in the chat for me so I can even see what it looks like.
I think it's capital R, capital S. I'm trying to join the chat right now.
that one.
Troll. Anyway, but yeah. So pretty somber weekend. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. We got to ask how his Thanksgiving went
Oh man, why me?
because we already asked everybody else.
Oh, okay. So I made two roasts, turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy, an ass ton of biscuits,
Damn.
some fried chicken, and what else did I make? Rice, because Middle Eastern people eat rice. I think that's about it. We still I still have a ton of leftovers too. I've like. Oh, that's me. I'm sitting here listening to myself on the mic. Nice. I was like, wait, who's that guy? Sounds like me. Sanchez trying to make fun of me, that bastard.
I'll punch him in the mouth.
Jesus.
Why I oughta?
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
man. It's getting that call. Well, anyway, so that's pretty much it for like recaps and stuff. Thanksgiving recap. But yeah, so like I said before, we had a couple of people that were at Southtown. We were talking about what's going to happen in the future for the Ranbats, and we still want to do them, but we also wonder what's going to happen with say how are we going to keep people coming back? Because as it's really obvious, people are getting kind of burnt out.
Yeah, people are getting burnt out, and I mean, Southtown was a hotspot for KOF, and people stopped going. Like a lot of the players just ended up either quitting the game or they just don't care anymore.
And yeah, and like I said earlier, I think it's because going to tournaments all the time just isn't that fun. Like it's cool to hang out with your buddies and play matches, but when there's money on the line, it's kind of like this shouldn't be the only way we get to see each other and play matches all the time, And this should still be pretty hype and this should still be pretty interesting to watch, but there should also be something to break up the monotony, I think, and of all of that, I guess. But
Like, yeah, up there, all you guys have now is like pretty much star based. There's no other legitimate non-scumbag arcade, is there?
yeah, that's pretty much the only place that we have left, and I keep hearing about how that's not going to be the place, So I don't know what the other options are. Somebody actually fucking rolled up into Southtown, and they were from Art Institute or some shit, and they should have said yo, I got a spot at my school or office or some shit where we can run tournaments, and he sent a photo in showing it, and it's this tiny little cubicle space with a bunch of CRTs and some OG Xboxes. And I was just like, that's going to be it. If we did that, that would be very interesting.
Setup sounds legit, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, man, we could play CVS too.
Yeah,
If people can get 15 Mexicans in a van, I'm sure you can get a couple King of Fighters players.
Wow. No, but we're kind of orphaned right now. I was suggesting to in for US yesterday that we should just become like SNK pirates and go around to different scenes taking their booty.
I like it.
Yeah.
Booty.
Yeah, I do I prefer the way Southtown did things, bi-weeklies instead of weeklies.
Right.
Because this is the way you got to look at it. If your guys got burnt out doing bi-weeklies, imagine what would happen if they did weeklies. that would drive them insane. Like they would have quit a long time ago.
Right.
Because it would have. I mean, down here, a lot of people are conflicted on the same thing. They want to go to the run back every week or Wednesday night fights every week.
Mhm.
But some are like, oh, it cost me like minimum $20-$30 to get there. That doesn't include tournament entry fee, food, all that stuff. Just like getting there,
Right.
$20-$30. So it's like, can I afford that? Like spend $100 a month just going back and forth to the arcade? And most people just can't justify it.
That's true, and like you said, like we had bi-weeklies and stuff, and so it was a little bit less of a stretch on people's wallets, and they still stopped showing up, and we still had the faithful people coming in and just doing the same thing every 2 weeks and having a great time, but
I think if I had an income of at least $20 like a week or every 2 weeks, I would have made it out to a lot more ran bets.
I mean, well, yeah, that you're dedicated and everything, but like for the rest of us, we were trying to figure out how can we get people to come out for these Rambats, because everybody talks about how they wish they were still playing KOF, and I'm like, but I see you over at Game Center, playing something completely different.
You know what we should have done? It should have been people that at least have 1 point by the end of the Rambat season get a free My T-shirt. So that at least 70 more guys there.
Yeah, fucking weeklies are killer, and
Yeah.
and I'm not saying that we need to get rid of the tournaments. I think those are a great thing, and those need to stay. There's nothing wrong with those, but I feel like when people feel like the only way to get in on this action was a tournament, that it could be monthly, and it would still experience some kind of drop off eventually. And so, I mean, I'm still planning on doing my gatherings starting next year, hopefully, on Saturdays, and just give people a place to play and in a lax environment, and because they obviously didn't like going to the arcade, or they couldn't make it there. I don't know. Maybe mine won't work either, but we gotta try something, unless we just want to quit KOF, and I know people don't want to do that.
Yeah, I doubt it. I mean, not just KOF, but other games like. But what's the CVS2 crowd planning on doing?
The CVS2 crowd is probably going to go back into hibernation, man, because the only reason why they came out was because of Southtown.
Okay.
They gave them a place to play, and they were grateful for it, and they kept showing up whenever they could. Yeah, that's about all I can say about that. They're from our school of players, where they're like, you give us an arcade to play, we show up.
Yeah.
Not everybody's like that anymore. People feel like, I guess some people need incentive or something. They I need to show up and be on the stream, and
yeah, if I don't get time on the mic, and if I don't get to see Justin Wong, I ain't showing up.
Exactly, right? People don't want to go to Southtown because there's no big names there. I'm not quoting anybody on that. I'm just saying that is probably one of the possible.
If I don't get to rub elbows with a top player that I'm gonna dick ride in a second.
Well, the thing with Southtown, a lot of people did complain that it didn't have the big names, notable players. I noticed sometimes in chat people would always ask oh, where's FGTV House or whatever. But if you compare Southtown tournaments to the tournaments we have here in SoCal, the ones we have here are tame. It's we have 30, 40 people in a tournament. Not KOF, just in general.
Right.
We have that many in a tournament, and it's for the most part relatively tame and quiet. Then you go to NorCal, they got 10 guys in a tournament. And it's more fun and exciting to watch. Skill wise, it's better down here, but it's more exciting to watch you guys.
Yeah.
At the same time, you actually get to see the tournament up in NorCal.
Yeah, that too. That helps out a lot.
Yeah, I remember being down at Super Arcade and just kind of having to wait until my turn was called up and then go home. So, I mean, I don't know what the answer is. I hope that, we can find a spot, and I hope it is another arcade, but maybe, whatever. I don't want to say anything maybe we need to change gears on what we do, because I think this works. But there needs
What we need to do is we need to start a Kickstarter to start a new arcade in NorCal. And,
that's actually not a bad idea. They start Kickstarter for
support
worse.
the arcade scene. Donate. All
Last night,
donators will get their name engraved on a plaque put on the wall.
last night, I think it was. I can't remember if the owner of Southtown said it in chat or when he was on the mic. He said it wasn't a money issue.
Right, and that's what I
It's all
have become
about time.
Yeah, and yeah, so it's not that he wasn't like it wasn't going well for him or whatever. That was a non-issue entirely. He has to go
Yeah.
to work, and work it comes first. So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, it does.
You guys actually did you participate in the hard gate tournament last night?
I got invited over to Chris Chris Segula's
Oh, yeah,
house
yeah, I
for Thanksgiving dinner after that, and like already told him I was going. Then they were like, "Hey, we're gonna play hard gay," and I was like, "Oh,
I held it down for his
yeah." Thanks a lot, man. you didn't get bodied in the first round, so I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a bye, and then I won, and then Art took me out. I literally, on my last turn, I put in one sword and lost, and I was like, well, I knew it was going to happen. I just wish it wouldn't have happened now.
That means anytime you hook up with a chick, you're gonna get pregnant right away, man.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not good to know.
Don't worry, I'll get the vasectomy, or I don't know.
That costs money, man. You can't get one.
Get one of them DIYs or DIYs.
Microwave that shit.
Yeah, man. Just put your balls in the microwave and zap it.
Okay, so
Does Hokuno can get played in our area? Not that I know of.
It's at Game Center, but I never see anybody playing it. Sort of like, hey, this game was godlike, but we don't know how to play it, so yeah.
I push boost and crouch and press light punch.
Yeah.
I'm good.
There's very few people actually in NorCal that can play like all these really obscure games that we have. Like I think I'm the only guy in NorCal that even touches Garo Mark of the Wolves.
Oh man.
Yeah. Well, except
I don't like NorCal anymore.
Well, there's Walkman too, but
I'm in that weird area.
yeah, I don't know what to call your area. What are you like, Mid-Cal or
I say Central Valley.
Central Valley? That sounds like some Back to the Future shit.
Then I always hear about the valley, and they're talking about the Southern Valley. Like, oh, well.
Yeah, you can totally get a cot at Southtown Arcade if you come in from out of town. You can sleep there. I've seen people from outside of just the Bay Area just show up and not be able to get home, and they passed out there. So, it was very accommodating, and I want to take this time right now to thank Art and everybody else who's been supporting Southtown, because there's never going to be another place like that in NorCal. So,
Yeah.
End of an era. But that's enough sad stuff. Now we have to move. Looking forward, SoCal Regionals is coming up pretty soon. Actually, a lot sooner than I thought it would be. Like I thought we honestly had maybe 2 or 3 months. It's literally maybe a month and a half.
Yep, about a month and a half.
Damn. I haven't even lost all my weight for the dress yet.
Damn.
I'm gonna be a fat asshole with a dress. Damn it! Or I could win.
Hold
I
on.
could just win.
Some people like them thick.
That's true. I do like them thick.
There you go.
I'd fuck me.
You gotta take out your dreads, make your hair all long, and people will see you from behind. Hey girl, what's up? Turn around, you full beard.
Huh?
That's a huge bitch.
And slap them across.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
So, I'm sorry. Since I came in late, did we talk about anything at all KOF related yet, or did we just get sad life about Southtown? So,
we talked about
we
we did the recaps for the.
We didn't actually really talk about. Did we talk about what happened at Southtown?
Well, we didn't talk about what actually the play wise. No, we didn't. I gotta say, this is the first time I ever played Luis Cha, and yeah, man, I haven't practiced in a really long time. But even then, I was just like getting through that EX Iori is a pain in the ass.
Yeah. He's a really good player, and I keep telling everyone he goes for maximum damage potential
Right.
all the time, and he did it to you, and I was like, he's getting his shit pushed in.
He didn't do it to me as badly as he did it to Hans, man. Like people were just like, "Wait, what the fuck was that?"
Yeah, I didn't get to see Luis versus Hans.
The OTG minute spike, man.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
I was like, dude, I haven't seen that done outside of a combo video at all. So it's just like, let me just try it.
Yeah, really, really good play. A lot of interesting things I saw too, like things that I don't normally see. can't remember exactly what they were, but I was like, oh wow, cool! I didn't know you could do that. As I was spectating.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of cool stuff like
Where are
that.
the Dream Cancel and Orochinagi guys located? Well, Orochinagi isn't that like more European?
Yeah,
Dream Cancel?
Orochinagi is European, Dream Cancel is US, but they aren't really located in one specific spot.
Yeah.
Orochinagi up until like earlier this year, they were like strictly England, and then the owner Gunsmith ended up moving to France. So I've been giving him shit for that. Now he's helping out with events in France. He is like, in terms of being one of the main heads for the European scene, he's probably, in my opinion, he is like quite possibly the main guy. Like everyone around the world seems to know him, whether they know his face or not. They know who he is, and he's an awesome guy. Just think of like me and Hell Pockets mixed together.
Yeah.
with a much better knowledge of porn.
Yeah, my knowledge of porn has been lacking in the last 10 years.
Don't worry, I've been picking up your slack, man.
Oh, thank God. I'm gonna need the cliff notes. But so yeah, anybody want to look at those brackets and refresh everybody on what happened? I guess
I remember top three.
I only know top 3 was SoCal, so yeah, good shit to
Luis
us.
Shaw won, and then Romance in second. Yoshi in third. Fixel was fourth.
Yeah,
Who did Fixel have to beat to get there? Didn't he beat Jose? Pretty sure.
Fixel beat Jose. Jose beat BBZ.
Yeah.
Something to note, if I remember right, Yoshi knocked Luis Cha in the losers, and then he was about to knock him out. Like he had him pretty much dead to rights, and it's like nope. And Luis Cha came back and screwed things over.
Man, what does that sound like?
Hey, that sounds like a lot of people.
That sounds like I'm still mad about what happened to me, man. That was so stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's stupid what happened. Oh yeah, against Giovanni. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's different though. Or no, it's not different. like with Yoshi, he actually like had him, and he fell for the typical Yuri gimmick. I don't know if I can call it a gimmick. I mean, it works.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like everyone does it, everyone abuses it, and it works.
Just that cross-up dive kick, man.
I thought it was interesting when was it Romance? Didn't he do the air fireball? I can't even remember what the name
Yeah,
is.
he did the air fireball where like if you block it, then he lands on the other side of you or something.
Yeah, he did that, then crossed up, and then crossed up again.
Yeah, and that's just too many situations.
Yeah, that's what Romance loves to do. When he and Luis Chow were playing, like I figured it'd be a good match, but I mean it was a good match, but it seems like Romance wasn't playing the same way he was playing in earlier matches, and how he usually plays.
In finals?
Yeah, grand finals.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised by that too because, you know, it just seemed like he couldn't stop Luis Cha. He got a couple of matches off of him, but then as a whole, it was just like Luis Cha's game.
Yeah.
And
But it was really entertaining, fun to watch. What else? Yeah, I didn't get to see Fixel versus Luis Cha. That didn't get streamed, I think.
it might not have been, I think, because it was a losers bracket, and we actually had a lot of setups running yesterday. So yeah, a lot of people played their matches off stream.
Oh no, I think that was on stream.
Luis Cha versus Fixel. I don't know. I was upstairs getting drunk.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, it was. I remember now. It was looking pretty good, but once Pixel got cornered with his Ralph, he was doing stuff like dive punch, but in the corner, you know, with your back to the corner, it's not necessarily good. And then he was firing off a lot of EX punches, but wasn't able to capitalize off any of that because Luis Cha kept dodging around it.
Yeah, and that's probably a shortcoming of Ralph, really, because like I don't really know how many moves he has to push people off other than EX gut punch.